Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Towing the slab in today's game, Christopher Sanchez. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here, and as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Outside low, 1-1. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. On the ground, out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And an easy out to start the game.
Second,
so up
right
next,
fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it in the hole. Jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives.
And we're back. And on the mound today, Sean Manaea.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Bottom of the first. Now a chance for Trey Turner. A little out front there as he swings through it. Manaea with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. That's to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the third baseman, Weston Wilson. No hits in the shutout last night. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And he deals. In the dirt, blocked. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And that one is lifted in the air. Siri puts it away. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Batting third.
And time out for the Phillies
Bryce
lineup.
Harper.
Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Edmundo Sosa.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Snap throw.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Just misses with that one.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. One of the best RBI guys in the game this year. Right now, second in the NL. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. To the right side, and that's just foul. And strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Full count.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and the runner holds. Turner at third with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And that is the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Scoreless after 1. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And there's a foul ball. Sanchez was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
No question that he earned that pitcher of the month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Turner with the throw to first, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. Marte, a former All-Star, 36 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. That's
Ball 1,
way
no
outside, and that's ball 1. Sanchez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Fought off foul.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is. Here's Jesse Winker.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
One ball, two strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
This one in the dirt. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Goes down looking. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
For the Phillies, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
That's in there. Strike 1. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Max Kepler at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That's a strike. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And here is Sosa to the plate. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Manaea winds and deals. That one ripped. Way back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Rodolfo Castro stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging and heading for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 2-0. Next to hit, Rafael Marchand.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Lifted in the air, right field. Taylor ranging after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on now to the top of the third. And now it's Jose Siri.
For the Mets.
You talk about elite
Jose
defensive players,
Siri.
especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Sanchez back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Now this is in the air down the line. Castellanos moves on it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Taylor in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In there, got him licking, and that one split the plate. Trey Turner now. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Weston Wilson. That clips the corner.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Turner into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Harper.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up. Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Turner at second with 2 down. Well struck right field. That one carrying, and it's gone. His 24th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
Castellanos, the next to hit, takes outside. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one drifts inside. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Winker should have it. Squeezes it, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of. Here's Pete Alonso. Doubled his first time
First
up.
baseman Pete Alonso.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wasting no time. He's
Now batting,
2 for 2
baseman,
now on the
Mark
night,
Vientos.
and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. There's a strike.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Strike 2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught him
Now
out of the
batting,
zone.
second baseman,
And
Jeff
I think that tells
McNeil.
you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball. And that misses. And that's ball 1. There's a strike. Man at first, 1 away. And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now
Here's
batting,
Starling
the
Marte.
designated hitter,
1 for
Starling
1 with a
Marte.
single so far. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. That's in there. Alonso at second with 2 down. In there. And so now 1 and 2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Mets strand 1. They're down 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one
That's a
missed.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Man at first. Now it's runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, I'm sure that still will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
1 out and a runner at second. Out to center. Series sizing it up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved
Shortstop,
extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So no run. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Alvarez.
This one in the air. Sosa nabs it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder Jesse Winker.
So up next, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 1. Winker, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Out to short, Turner. On to first, and Winker is set down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over
Now
a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Siri.
And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss there.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Up and in, and he gets out of the way. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and it's a 3. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
Third baseman, Weston Wilson.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty. Pitch misses, and 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the count is even.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next one in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Alonso. Harper retired.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
2 outs, base is empty. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Schwarber working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Sneaks through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Squirts away a little bit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Schwarber, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. So the batting order
Leading
turns
off
over.
for the
Francisco
Mets,
Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
The 0-2. Ground ball left side. Slings to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First pitch misses. In the air, right side. Castellanos brings it in. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Max Kepler at the plate. The Mets with a new arm on the mound. Sean Reed Foley hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. There's a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
The next pitch misses. 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Well, the throw was right there. He just dropped it. Didn't look it into the pocket. Maybe had a little late movement on it and hit the heel of the glove and just clanked. One of those errors where you kind of can't believe it when you do it.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And now the DH, Rodolfo Castro.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Right through there for a strike. Kepler leads off first with 1 away.
2.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground, could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. Over to first, but he beats it. And digging in for Philadelphia, Rafael Marchand. And that misses. Ball 1. But he's back. And that's outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
In the dirt. Here's a 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Shortstop, Trey
Turner in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. First and second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets 1. Now here is Jeff McNeil. Sanchez back to work. Right back to him on the mound. To first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kerkering getting loose out there. Banks also throwing. 1 down, base is empty. Comebacker to the mound. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep him from getting away. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. That one's in there, 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
2 strikes.
0-2 now. Now fly ball to right center. And there's 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Now batting, left fielder Jesse Winker.
And first offering is fouled off. Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
One ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Out to short. Turner zips it to first, and that's the 3rd out. Mets lead. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming
for the
schedule.
Phillies, 3rd baseman Weston Wilson.
There's the strike. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Taylor makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting,
So
first
here
baseman
is Bryce Harper.
Harper.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And misses inside. And delivers outside. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Taylor moving back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. His 16th homer of the year, and they tack 1 on the board. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Schwarber, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine.
Runner takes off, cut on and miss.
0-1's the count.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sean Reed Foley departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Pitching for
Taking
the New York
over on the
Mets.
mound for the Mets, Frankie
Number 47.
Montas.
And he's been racking up
Frankie
strikeouts
Montas.
at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
That's too low. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball
strikes
way
again.
out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him off. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Outside low, and it's 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Man at second. Out to short. Lindor gets it to first, and Castellanos is out. Now batting Max Kepler. 0 for 3 in this one.
Max Kepler.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Taylor moving under it. And makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Late on that fastball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tanner Banks, the left-hander, up and throwing. Strom getting cranked up as well. Fastball is outside.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Right through there. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Taylor now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Jump throw across his body. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. Taylor off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
On the ground to third, over to Sosa, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1. Montas, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Winker hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Now, Rodolfo Castro.
Rodolfo Castro.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
1-1.
Falling behind 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one just misses. Outside, and that is ball 4. So a man aboard. Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies, but he's safe. There's a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
This one in the air, center field. Siri in position. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies.
Trey Turner with a chance now.
Trey Turner.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 1 left for Philadelphia.
Now pitching
The new
for the
pitcher
Phillies.
in the game, Joe Ross.
Number 41.
And he's got a nice lead to work with,
Joe
so he should
Ross.
come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Vientos in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Activity in the bullpen. Tanner Banks, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Alvarado, the power lefty, up as well. 2 up, 2 down. So last chance for the Mets.
Now batting.
So up next for New
Designated
York,
hitter,
Starling Marte.
Marte.
And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 2 outs. They're down to their final strike. The Mets down to their final strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Marchand down to first with it, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Ball one, no strikes.
And it's fouled away. A little bit high, and a count 2-1. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.